I find it extraordinary how, in the last hour or so, there's news that Steve Baker has lost his seat, marking a significant shift in his political career, downwards. And despite being a prominent figure in the Conservative Party, a key player in the Brexit movement, a thorn in the side of Ireland, Baker could not retain his position as MP for Wickham, where he had held a slim majority of 4,214 votes, and the loss is indicative of the broader challenges faced by the Conservative Party during this election, where numerous high-profile MPs have seen their positions threatened and overturned because of the substantial swings away from the Conservative Party. On the other hand, despite all expectations, and certainly because of serious hard work put in during the campaign, Jeremy Hunt has managed to secure a victory in his constituency, preserving his role as an MP there in Godalming. Despite facing a strong challenge, particularly from the Lib Dems, his ability to hold on to his seat was a critical win for the Conservatives in a difficult election cycle. Hunt's victory ensures his continued influence in the party, his capacity to play a pivotal role in any future direction, carving out a sort of central, a centrist identity that might compete with the efforts of Kemi Badenoch and Suella Braverman and Priti Patel to take over the leadership of the party. Rishi Sunak is expected to address the country at 10:30 in just over half an hour, and he's expected to then go to the King to tender his resignation as Prime Minister before Sir Keir Starmer goes to the King to kiss hands and accept the job as Prime Minister. And Rishi Sunak is expected, as I say, to quit as the leader of the Conservatives. He will set out a timescale for a leadership election in the Conservatives, so that would take up a lot of their time. The Lib Dems have asked for an emergency budget, and I think with 71 seats, they now command a lot of power in the House, and their voice will not be dismissed as lightly as it has been in the immediate past. This is a revival of the Lib Dems in a way that probably that really eclipses the significant achievements of Nick Clegg. And though I don't like Ed Davey at all. I don't like what he did to the post office, to the postmasters, postmistresses. But I concede he ran a very good campaign, sliding around in and out of water, and the gimmicks clearly worked in keeping him in the headlines. In terms of gimmicks, he hogged the headlines almost as well as Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage, in his acceptance speech, said that he'd been back from retirement. From retirement, he was pontificating on GB News. That's not retirement. He'd been back from retirement for 4 weeks, and has seen a surge in the success of Reform UK, and much of that is down to his influence and his charisma, which is undoubtable. And I take exception to a lot of the more divisive language that he uses, but I cannot ever question his brilliance as a rhetorician, his brilliance as a demagogue, and his capacity to energize a crowd. And if we underestimate that power, then we underestimate the importance and the significance of Farage. The country that we are in today is defined as much and perhaps more by Farage than by any other politician in power today. Farage is a significant factor in modern politics.